Hey guys, it's Ty and welcome back to my channel. So I cannot believe it is almost the end of the year. It is currently November and there are so many books that I would like to read before the end of the year. And normally, with the holidays, I can never really tell how much I can actually get done. Like I said, because of the holidays and then trying to plan like end of the year videos, I just don't tend to read as much as I think I can read by the end of the year. So I just want to go ahead and tell you guys some books that I have prioritized to read before the end of the year. Of course, I will be reading other things outside of these, but these are books that I definitely want to read before the new year. So I do have a few fantasy books that I would like to read before the year is up. First one being Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This is her adult fantasy series. It's book 2. The first book is Fourth Wing. And I am honestly blanking on what the name of this series actually is, but this is the second book. And I'm trying to read this before the end of the year because me and a friend, we got tickets to her release party of Onyx Storm in January. And so I just want to make sure that I can go ahead and read this book before we go to that. I'm actually really excited about it as well. I have seen what Onyx Storm looks like. I'm pretty sure we all have, but I really, really like the cover in that edition. So like I said, I'm just really excited to go to that. However, I am nervous to read this because Fourth Wing is a hit or miss with a lot of people, but people who have enjoyed Fourth Wing have not really enjoyed this second book. So I'm kind of curious to see how I am going to feel about it, but hopefully I enjoy it. So then the next book here that I want to read by the end of the year, we have Age of Myth by Michael J. Sullivan. I love Michael J. Sullivan. I have read 2 of his previous series that came out before this one. Absolutely love those. Love the characters in those books. And so this has been on my TBR, honestly, for the last 2 years. And so I'm making myself read this before the year is out. I'm especially excited about this one because in his other 2 series, the Rhaeria Revelations and the Rhaeria Chronicles, we're primarily following 2 characters, Hadrian and Royce. And as far as I know, in this 6-book series, they are not included in it whatsoever. So these books take place years before we get those other 2 series. So I'm pretty sure, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this takes place years before those other 2 series. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see a different type of world, different characters. So I'm definitely going to read this before the year is up. Then we have Lore of the Wilds by Anna Lee Branagh. And I am nervous about this one. So this is a young adult fantasy. This was on my most anticipated reads for the year. This came out earlier this year and I have not heard the best things about it. So I'm kind of nervous to read it. I have been putting it off because I just really don't know how I'm gonna like it. But in case I didn't say it, it is YA fantasy. It's actually a romantasy about an enchanted library, 2 handsome fae, and 1 human who brings them all together. So hopefully I will enjoy this. Like, the cover is stunning. I love this like foiled font. So hopefully I will like it. So then the next 2 books that I'm trying to complete by the end of the year, we have The Housemade Secret and then The Housemaid is Watching. This is books 2 and 3 in the Housemaid series by Frida McFadden, adult mystery thriller. So I read The Housemaid sometime over the summer. It feels like I have read that book such a long time ago, but it was just this past summer. I really enjoyed that book. It's my first Frida McFadden, and it is my only Frida McFadden book that I have read thus far. So I'm really hoping that I will enjoy this. However, just like with the other books that I mentioned, people have read books 2 and 3 and have not enjoyed them as much as The Housemaid. So again, I'm hoping that I will fall into the category of actually really enjoying them. I feel like I just heard that there's like a 4th book or like a novella that's also set in the series. So it's so hard to keep up with this lady because she is churning out books like no other. So definitely trying to finish these up by the end of the year. Then I have another Sherry Lapina, Someone We Know, adult mystery thriller. So if you guys have been keeping up with my recent reads, then you know that I have been trying to catch up on Sherry Lapina's backlist. this is my last one. So I know for sure I will be able to read this sometime soon. I have been, for the most part, listening to all of her books on audio, and I really enjoy listening to her books on audio. Just with like how fast paced they are and how like immediately you're thrown into the story. For some reason, audio tends to work for me better with her books. So as soon as I can get my hands on an audio copy, I will definitely go ahead and knock this out. Once I finish her last book, I plan on doing a video just talking about her books and my ranking of them. So be on the lookout for that, but I'm really excited to get to this. So the last 3 books that I have here that I definitely want to finish before the new year, they are arcs that I have been approved for through NetGalley. Now, just me going on a little tangent here, I had tried to stop requesting arcs, I think like sometime in August, because I was really behind. And I had told myself that I was not going to request any more arcs into the new year because I tend to fall behind on them because I end up getting approved for more than I think that I'll get approved for. But of course, that did not happen. I went on there one day, I started seeing all of the new releases for next year, and then I went a little crazy. And so I already feel like I'm behind on arcs for next year. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get ahead of that and knock out some of those arcs by the end of this year. So the first one that I have is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins. This is a adult romance. This one actually comes out in sometime in November. I can't remember the exact release date and I'm already behind. I should have already read this, but here we are. So I'm really excited about this because I have enjoyed every Sophie Cousin book I have read thus far. I've only read 2. This will be my 3rd one, but it's something about her romance books that are just so fun, and I always end up really enjoying the characters. So in this one, I think we're following this single mom. She has 2 kids, and her kids end up setting her up on like 7 dates, and the story kind of takes off from there. So I'm assuming that this is going to be more of a humorous romance book, and I'm here for it. So then the next arc that I have is No Place Left to Hide by Megan Lally. This is a young adult mystery thriller that is released sometime in January. I want to say January 7th. So I read her other book, That's Not My Name, earlier this year. I liked it. I don't think that I liked it as much as other people did, but I enjoyed it enough, obviously, to go ahead and request her new book, which I wasn't sure I was actually going to get approved for, but I did, so I'm excited about it. This one is following, I think, 2 friends. There's an incident that takes place out on the road, and then there's like some secrets, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it is fast-paced and twisty like her other book was. So I have seen people's early reviews for this one, and they are leaning more on the positive side. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I enjoy this one as well. So the last arc that I would like to have completed before the new year is A Girl Like Us by Anna Sophia McLaughlin. And so this is also another adult mystery thriller. And this one is said to be a locked room thriller. It is about a really wealthy family, all of their drama, because we know wealthy families tend to come with a lot of drama. Somebody dies, and then I believe the daughter in this family, she is the prime suspect, especially because she is set to inherit this fortune. So I'm really looking forward to that. Anytime we have a wealthy family and some mess, I'm sold. So these are all of the books that I have prioritized for the end of the year. Of course, I'm going to be reading other things outside of these, but these are the ones that I definitely want to make sure I read soon. So please let me know down in the comments what books you guys are trying to read by the end of the year, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.